Hey folks, it's Rob, and welcome back to BattleTech. I'm doing another stream. I'm gonna try to make this a Wednesday thing. We'll see. But right now, I thought, as a concept, I'll play BattleTech on Wednesday. Although, I did just pick up King's Bounty 2, and it's kind of scratching an itch I had. I was kind of hoping for a new that kind of game where you gather armies and have turn-based fights, that kind of thing. But not gonna stream that right now. What we're gonna do is continue with the BattleTech thing we were doing from last time. So last time we did a skirmish, just to talk through like how do you actually like fight in the game. I could do a new campaign. The campaign's great. It's got good story. It's got nice set pieces, right? You're still free to kind of progress at your own pace and tool around as a merc, but you have these opportunities to like make some cash and like progress the main story, and that's nice. I like that, and I recommend it. And again, if you are interested in trying to play BattleTech, this is probably the best and most accessible way for you to get into BattleTech. Really highly recommend it. What I think might do is, I don't know, I could do a career. I could continue my existing career. No, I don't think I can continue my existing career. I think I pulled the mods out, so I don't know if that'll work. But, maybe we should do the campaign. It's always the same first couple minutes. See, you wish I'd put some more thought into this, don't you? But, let's just show some career mode, right? So, we're going to do a new career. So, we have some settings. First off, all these modify your, score. Eventually, you will finish your career, and you will have a score. So, if you have an Iron Man mode, that means basically you have only the one save file. Shit goes down, you're stuck with it, right? Unequipped mechs. These mean that when you acquire new mechs through salvage, they don't come with any of the weapons that they would normally come with. Reduced Argo upgrade costs. If you have this off by default, but you can turn it on, it'll reduce the cost of doing the Argo upgrades. That's the ship that you get take you from mission to mission. Parts for mech assembly. This is the number of bits you have to bring in for salvage. The more, the harder it is to assemble a mech. Honestly, turning this up isn't too unrealistic. But it does mean you start your snowball slower, right? So, if it takes 3 pieces of... You blow up 3 locusts. You blow up a locust, you might get 1 to 3 pieces of it, right? Because it depends on how you took it out. If you blew off its legs or blew the head off, you're going to get nice 3 points. If you knocked out the center torso to take it out, you're going to get 1 part. And you can see how that could affect your progression of picking up new mechs. Randomize the starting mechs. This does not affect the score, but this does mean that instead of getting the default mechs that you would normally get, you'll get some other ones. I kind of like that after having played the game for through many times. So, luck of the draw, and it could be not great. You could end up with some mechs I'm not a huge fan of, like, say assassins and cicadas. Really fast moving 40 tonners really aren't that well conceived, but it is what it is. Enemy force strength, you can make it harder on yourself. Mech destruction. Basically, as you can see here, if we hover over it, when active, the setting causes any mech disabled by the destruction of the center torso to be lost permanently. So, if you're cored out, you're going to lose your mech. Salvage, have it at normal, generous, or stingy. Obviously, generous is gonna get you more stuff. Um, Advanced mech warriors, often normal or rare. Now these are out of the basically the ones you can recruit from the hiring hall. Yeah, that's it. Later parts of the game, new mech warriors in the hiring hall will often have better stats and skills in the early parts of the game. Modify the setting to change frequency of new mech warriors having these improvements. So let's say, one of your mech warriors, let's say one of the ones from the campaign, Behemoth, gets killed. Um, you need to replace Behemoth. Well, if you turn this up into rare, it's going to be hard to find anyone who's actually, like, good, as opposed to just someone you're going to have to train up, right? I'm going to turn up my difficulty, because actually, I am going to make it rare. Yeah. Contract payment. This is the cash you get for payments. Obviously, more money is better for your progression and allows you to do more things. It means you can be more picky with your missions. And also you can shop more, right? Mech warrior progression. How hard is it to level them up? Normal, slow, or very slow? If you turn it to very slow, your mech pilots are going to spend a lot of time being bad, right? They're going to need a lot of experience to get good. No rare salvage. The rare salvage is pretty cool and neat. I like getting those bits when they rarely turn up. They're basically the weapons that are more accurate, do more damage, special equipment, all that stuff. I feel it spices up the game. Turning it off, not so fantastic. So I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to leave Iron mode on. Iron Man mode on. Normally I would turn that off for a game series I'm recording, but since we're streaming, it's not a problem. Because honestly, if things fall apart, if I gotta normally, like when I'm recording, right? A session could be botched by outside circumstances, like, someone came to the door, the dog puked on something, right? You gotta, deal with it, and it means that maybe I have to, start over. Iron Man mode prevents that kind of thing in most games. Here, I mean, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. This is a live thing. We're gonna deal with it. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the unequipped mechs because I'm just gonna fit them out with stuff as we find it. So, as you can see, my difficulty is currently a 1.0, so basically flat. I think what we will do is move up the number of parts we need, and all right, lethality. This saying enable mech warriors that are incapacitated in combat will always be killed. Not quite realistic. No rare salvage. Again, I want to have the rare salvage. So we're going to start the game here. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Maybe I should go 5. Yeah, okay, we'll go with 5. Yeah, 5 pieces to put the mech together. It's like, main body and head and one limb. One of each limb. So, right leg, left arm, right arm. I think that makes some sense. Right. Planning on streaming maybe about an hour today. Kind of killing time before I have to go out and leave the house for an appointment. So, really don't have much to do today. This afternoon is my day off. And, I work Sundays instead of Wednesdays. But, I've been doing that for years. It's fine. It kind of suits me in some ways. It's nice to have Wednesday off. Come on, game. You can do it. There we go. Generating some portraits. We get to make our character now. Main distinction between your character and the other pilots is that your pilot can't be killed, right? You just end up in the hospital for months on end. So we want to start with the Federated Sons. Who do I want to start with? This doesn't make much of a difference, really. This is kind of more for character. But I mean, I was always a Steiner brat myself. But why not? Till the day of your 16th birthday, when your family went bankrupt, your family died in an accident, your family was betrayed, you were exiled, or you just went out and struck out on your own. Let's do that one. Instead of having our family just die for a change. It means +1 piloting and +1 tactics. Obviously, these all do different things in this case, right? So, like, if my family was betrayed, it's +1 gunnery, +1 guts. Now, getting your gunnery to 4 to start out with is pretty nice. Does come at the expense of other skills, as you can see, but, what your character is might vary in a lot of ways. Tactics and guts, you got piloting and guts. The exiled is gunnery and tactics. Struck it out my own is piloting and tactics. And piloting can be useful. As you can see, I got a fairly rounded character, the 3, 3, 3, and a 2. The guts won't come up so much right away. Solaris Gladiator is a pretty good way to strike out on your own. Merchant Guard, maybe. I could be a really good pilot to start out with. Really good 4. 4 is kind of like a good average baseline, competence level is really what I should say. But good for a starting character. Oregon Coalition Soldier, that's the Oregons are, of course, the place that the campaign is set in. Inner Sphere Mercenary, get more tactics. Tactics really plays into indirect fire and like your scouting and scanning and called shot, and has to do with the recoil on the autocannons. It's kind of a mixed bag category, but tactics is not something you should just ignore. But I do feel gunnery is one of the first things that you're involved with because you need to hit your target, right? Frontier Freelancer and Inner Sphere Mercenary do the same thing. But hey, flavor's important, right? I do like Solaris Gladiator a lot, so we're gonna go with that one. I didn't select my fucking portrait. I'm gonna have to customize this person, and I am stuck with that. Oh well, whatever. Let's go to the barracks. And Mech Warriors. Alright. Well, we're gonna customize it from here. Scythe is a perfectly fine name. Do I want to be a woman? I don't have to be. I can be a man, but I'm going to be stuck with the basic face structure here that I didn't customize. That was my fault. Though, I don't really have a problem with having a female lead character. Really, the name is fine. Let's make her kind of cooler though. Let's see. Let's start with some hair. Now, in the setting, it's kind of into fiction, right? Because there's fiction with this. There's a whole lot of books that were done. You probably want to go with the shaved head, right? Because there's a neuro helmet that's supposed to read your, brain functions. And, having a lot of hair getting gets in the way. So hence we have several shaved hairstyles here. But we also have hair because it's not consistent. There's been a decline in technology in the setting. So it wasn't necessary for your neuro helmet to have you have a shaved head. We could just say we have one of the better ones. Let's go with that one. Right, and I kind of want to lose this stupid tattoo that's stuck on the side of her head. Just looks like it's kind of put over the picture. But maybe we will give her something. Some of these, though, don't look so great. Man, I gotta get on with this, otherwise we're never gonna get to anything good. Okay, why don't we just pick one of these that kind of loses the... Alright, yeah, well... Sure, why not? Let's choose a hair color. I know I'd like a different hair color, even though it won't make much of a difference. I usually go with green eyes on a character. And again, this is just all cosmetics. It doesn't really make much of a difference to anything. Let's give him some different clothes. There we go. And sure, why not? Scythe. Okay. Who do we have on the team? Well, we got Raider. We got Lemonade. We got Hound. And we got Scarecrow. All of which are just recruits. As you can see, their skills range between 2 and 4. Some of them are, you know, better at some things than other things. And it's just how it is. Right. What do we have in the mech bay? Let's find out. So we got an Enforcer, we got a Blackjack, we got a Commando, and we got a Commando of a different flavor, and we have a Locust. This Commando has large laser, medium laser, and SRM-2 rack, and this one has SRM-6 rack, SRM-4 rack, and a medium laser. Okay. So this one shoots lots of missiles at closer range. This one has a long-range laser for longer range engagement. They're both little 25-ton, zip-around, kind of lightweight mechs that we're going to want to try to replace pretty much as quickly as we can. But they're not as light and zippy as the Locust, which we talked about in our last stream. Enforcer is not bad. Yeah, I like an Enforcer. It's got an AC-10, which is an autocannon 10. 10 kind of refers to the damage on the tabletop version. You get AC2, AC5, AC10, AC20. The bigger the number, the harder it hits, the shorter the range. It's got a large laser on it. It's got a small laser for close range engagement. It's a nice little mix. It jumps. It's not badly armored. Blackjack has long range AC2s that hit really lightly. But they're not terrible if you use them right. And it's got 4 medium lasers. It also jumps. It's also not so heavily armored. It's 45 tons versus this is 50 tons. And then, you know, we got our little 25 tonners here and our 20 ton. So it's not a terrible setout. We will get a bonus package for the heavy metal thing after 1 day of campaign time. But, yeah. Alright. Well, we're started. And, you know, we can also customize our unit, right? We got, go over here. We can set some paint jobs and some crests and that kind of stuff. Scythes, Marauders, really? Excuse me. Scythes, Reapers. Right? So cringe. But that's what we're doing today. We got a good thing to go with a Scythe Reaper kind of theme. I always kind of like this one because it's a bit Blake 70. Blake 70's a program your parents used to watch, kids. To ask your parents about it. No, they didn't watch it. Nobody watched it. It's for geeks. British programming. Science fiction. Not Doctor Who. What do I like? Since I don't really see anything, it's very... You know, in a weird way, I like this one. Got the Killer Bunny. Hmm. I mean, I use this one generally, but maybe not in this occasion. You know what? I think I will go with that weird little imp one. Yeah, why not? And let's well, we got a kind of green and red here. Let's kind of bring that in, right? Uh, green. Let's go find a red. Right, and as an accent color, we got the shinies. Gold. Kind of light green. Kind of play in there. Not really feeling that. Just go with a kind of gray. Alright, yeah. We'll do that for now. It's a starting point, right? So, I'm just going to run the clock one day and see what we get. There, heavy metal. Take the crate. We open the crate. What do we get? So, we get a Phoenix Hawk. That's an interesting mech. An LB-10X, which is kind of like the AC-10, but it's a shotgun, right? An Ultra AC-5, UAC-5, that is an autocannon 5 that can fire a double shot. We got ammo to go with the LBX, but I think the UAC just uses standard ammo fitting. So that's fine. Those are interesting customizations we could do.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Yeah, the Phoenix Hawk is, well, it's one of the iconic mechs of the game. And, yeah, I like it. It's probably gonna help us out. It is, however, another kind of lightly armored mech that is it's highly mobile, and it has machine guns, and it has this large laser that causes it to basically catch fire, because if you do a lot of jumping, which you have to do because you're lightly armored, that large laser builds a lot of heat. It's awkward in some interesting ways. But, yeah, we'll enjoy showing it on having it here instead of it's like having to run two commandos at the same time. Right. Well, let's go see what we got in the old mission log, huh? Oh, well, I mean, we could look at the store, I suppose. See if there's anything cool here. So there's a comm system. That'd be worth picking up. It's a +1 resolve gain. So resolve something that is a resource you'll acquire in the course of a fight that you can use so you can do things on a special limited basis. Like you can blow off all the instability on a mech that you're piloting. And there's a rare machine gun. It has a +25% chance to cause criticals. Well, we'll just buy that now because
new weapon systems.
Oh, there's more than one. Awesome. Yeah, there's two of them. Okay, great. We'll buy those now so we can put them on the Phoenix Hawk. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to run a mission. We'll refit the Phoenix Hawk after it's been damaged. Let's go see what kind of contracts are available. As we connect to the Comstar/MercNet. So, for our first mission, right, pirate missions pay well. I also feel sometimes pirate missions really should be rated higher in skulls than they actually present as. Jungle environment battle. It's not as high paying, as you can see. This is a straight up battle in a desert. It's battle in a desert. We could also fight for Davian or Kurita. Honestly, none of these are bad choices. There's nothing. Well, Lowlands is the coolest environment to fight in the sense of the temperature is the lowest, and that temperature will have a bearing on how easily we can shed heat off of our mechs. The type of mission can be interesting as well, like defending a base. We can capture a base. We can just do a straight up battle. That's a base defense, and that's capture base. Okay, so you know what? Let's see what this might kill us. This might end us right away, but let's try it. So this is against the Federated Suns. As you can see, you get a reputation adjustment for doing things for people. Like the pirate organization will be more happy with us, while the Federated Suns will be less happy with us because we shot up some of their mechs, even though we're doing it for a contract and we're a mercenary company. And like, what does it matter to you? They don't like it eventually. It doesn't hurt them much, but they understand a bit, but not too much. Salvage, very valuable to us at the moment, but so is the cash, right? Need the cash to pay the bills. Got to keep the Argos operating. Got to fix up the Argos, because honestly, it's a pile of crap to start with. Also, gonna need to make repairs and fix things and buy. Like, I want to buy that comm system, and maybe that rangefinder that's in there. Gonna need money. We don't have a lot. We have 4 months operating expenses at the moment. It's rough. It's starting out. I guess we'll just do this. So, Enforcer, that's our big heavy. Blackjack, Phoenix Hawk. I'll take one of these commandos with us. I'll take, we're fighting the desert, I'll take the missile one. Okay. So, who gets what? Well, I'm going to give Raider the big gun mech. Hopefully he'll connect. It's one of the lesser mobile ones. So, I need a good pilot for my Phoenix Hawk. Now, combining gunnery with piloting should be a consideration. Obviously, this is my second best gunner, and everybody else is going to be a 2. Normally, I just throw this one into the Blackjack because it's a jumping, long-range kind of mech with a mix in weaponry. Yeah, maybe we will. And we'll put Scarecrow as a reasonable pilot, maybe here. And we'll put... Honestly, it's pretty much... Well, Lemonade's slightly better. Okay. In fact, Scarecrow, no. Scarecrow's our worst pilot. There we go. Right, let's go. I hope you're all having a good day today. Whenever you're watching this, anyway, if you're catching this up on the afterwards. It's like 107 degrees in Phoenix, but it's only 85 degrees here in sunny Southern California. Was just reminiscing about how last year the sky was orange and ash was falling from the sky, and there was this well, at the time we all thought it was a gas leak and maybe I had to evacuate, but it was just turned out it's the stuff that they add to get natural gas to make it smell like that, so you know there's a danger. Big old tank of that had ruptured in the next town over, and it just was all over the place. No one knew what was going on. That was a fun day. California. Right, so here we are. This is a straight up fight. We're gonna go and find them. They're gonna be off in this general direction. This is rough terrain in between us. This is tree cover. As you can see, we got a valley. How do I want to go ahead? Well, think we'll start by moving that Phoenix Hawk forward. Now the Phoenix Hawk has good sprint speed. Also has good jump distance. But I don't want to build up heat unnecessarily at the moment. So we're going to send it off to the side there. Let's send our character Scythe. Really don't want to walk through this big rubble pit. But at the same time, it's kind of directly in my path of travel. Well, we'll take the hit on the edge there with the trees. Let's move our little commando up as well. And we'll move the enforcer up alongside, right?
Yes, I'm there.
Kind of stay together. That way no one's caught out by themselves.
Good to go.
Might need to jump down.
Copy that.
Alright, we got an enemy contact. By the way, you can kind of rotate the map as well, right? Q and E. Okay. Let's send you forward.
Location confirmed. Position confirmed.
Right. I'm going to reserve my guy. Hopefully they'll move a bit closer and a bit more like where I want them to be. Let them...
Time to earn our
So
money.
here's an assassin. Okay. Oh, he's fired his LRM-5 rack at me. Oh no. Right. Where to begin? Let's start with Scythe.
Engaging target.
And with.
No damage detected.
Yes, boss. Need something, Chief? Up high.
Right, we just generated a lot of heat flying across the range there. So, yeah, not firing the large laser. In fact, we're not even going to fire the medium lasers. We're going to try to fire the machine guns that don't generate any heat. Which did do some small amount of damage and took an evasion pip off of him, which is a good thing. Let's get our enforcer in play.
Standing by.
Thank you.
On my way.
And how's that back there? Is our commando? Okay.
Taking the shot.
Take the... There we go. Large laser connected. Opened up the armor. We like that.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I can't go down there, but I could go this way.
Location confirmed.
What's that? That's a Centurion. Okay. Well, we're focusing on the assassin right now. Ooh, yes, we like to see that. We knocked out their small laser. We did various bits of internal damage. Now,
Yes, Commander.
I get to move Lemonade again.
On my way.
Because it's a new round.
Locking in all weapon systems.
I like how they're going for the Phoenix Hawk with the high evasion. That's nice. We like that. But maybe it's time to get that dodge.
Ready for orders.
Am I in the machine gun range? I am not. That would work. Getting a rear angle attack. It is admittedly armor I've not been plastering, but it does maximize our evasion.
Roger.
And I could throw in some laser attacks to kind of really open her up.
Put one step. Damage is light.
Okay, let's...
How's it going?
Okay. I can throw the medium lasers in if I want to. That could be a lot of heat. Let's keep her cool right now.
Engaging target.
There we go. Quarter out.
Enemy mech destroyed.
One piece off the table.
Let's do this.
Who am I gonna start whapping next? I got a commando. We got a Phoenix Hawk. Well, it's my Phoenix Hawk. Wait, where? We only got 3 mechs around. Yeah, destroy enemy units 33%. Okay, so we've got to take out that Centurion and their enemy commando. If it's just this one guy on one guy, I guess we're just gonna go for the Centurion because that's what we can actually hit.
Target acquired.
Ooh, both connected.
Let's hit them hard.
Oh, wow, my SRM-6.
Damage critical.
Yeah, okay, let's get you out of there, Lemonade. Man, we're gonna move you. Yeah, let's just run along the ridge. Get you away. And they're changing fire to my Enforcer. That's okay.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander. Yes. Command.
Okay. Let's save you for spoiler duty.
Waiting for orders.
Problem is, the Centurion's down in the valley, and it's hard to press the guns down there, as you can see. We have intervening terrain that's getting in the way. Shooting up the commando is not a terrible idea, and that its armor won't take much. It's not terrible shots, actually.
Firing.
Oh! Funny how the laser had a good chance to hit missed, but the autocannons had a lower probability connected. That's just how lucky it is, kids. Excuse me. 50-50 on the lasers. Still. Nah, we'll hold back for now. Alright. Some connections.
Enemy mech critical damage detected.
Standing by.
And then, jump in again.
Let's get airborne.
Lasers out. Just the machine gun.
Acknowledge.
Thank you. Left arm destroyed.
Take that. Armor blow through. Internal damage.
Mm,
Waiting for orders.
Can you? No, you can't run down the... Okay, right. That whole ridge is a pain in the ass. Alright, we'll go there.
On my way.
Low probability hit, but we're fine for heat, so let's fire. Oh yeah. Pilot incapacitated.
I'm showing minor damage. How's it going?
Yeah, we'll throw the lasers in now. I want to get this guy beat up. There we go.
Commander?
I could not jump you. Yeah, it would give us some cover. It would give me an opportunity to fire the long laser.
Copy that.
The large laser, I should say. See, and we're still not going to catch fire. If I throw on, that makes for problems.
Affirmative.
Alright, took out a medium laser.
Reporting critical hit.
I mean, technically, some weapons still function when they're critical. They're not destroyed.
Good to go.
But single crit... right, mechs components have space requirements of like slots, and multiple slot items can be critted multiple times. Could jump. Jumping's not a terrible idea. Just getting close.
Firing jump jet.
And lay into him.
Giving them everything I've got. Target's taken a critical hit.
Okay.
Receiving you.
Alright, we're going to close in. And unload as well.
Alpha strike.
Right, and our
Critical
heat
hit,
sink
Commander.
destroyed, medium laser criticaled. Yeah, he's going to go for physical attacks. Okay.
I'm getting blown apart out here.
So even though the small laser was critical, it's still operating? Okay.
Good to go.
Right, so let's shut off some lasers. A laser, that'll do.
Engaging target.
Alright, that ought to... Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Enemy mech.
Ammo explosion. It's still standing somehow. Alright.
Standing by.
Well, that's cool. How about we punch you back?
Targeting for physical attack. One less.
Alright.
Mission successful.
Okay, so we win. And we get paid, which is nice. As you can see, we got some damage to the Enforcer we'll need to actually sort out, and damage to the Commando we'll need to sort out. Here's where we get our salvage. So I get one pick, and then I get 7 items, right? So I get to choose one of these. And honestly, taking a bit of Centurion for the future, not a terrible choice. And it's randomly assigned me other items. Some of which are not great, like ammo and jump jets, heat sinks. But those are going to be the bulk of the salvage anyway. Now our pilot's got experience, which is nice. Speaking of which, I believe my pilot should start with some XP. which I didn't think about until just now. Scythe. Yeah, we have 2,000 XP pulled up
Yes.
versus the
Receiving
200 we
waiting
just
for
got
orders.
for everybody, so we can actually invest a little. A bit more gunnery, very nice. And let's bring our piloting up. Yeah.
Mech warrior training complete.
Basically, it's where I'd like to see somebody be at least 4. 3 is like no modifier, right? Gunnery, 10% base weapon hit. Piloting, plus 10% base melee hit, and plus 1 on the unsteadiness threshold. So a little harder to knock it over. 200 XP is not enough to spend on anybody else, even on the really bad, like, 2-pointers. So that's just where that is right now. Let's go to the mech bay. Let's do some repairs. So our enforcer. It's not actually in such a state that we need to do a refit. Same goes for the commando. Oh, we can just like go hit click repair. Let's see here. Oh, I got a low disk warning. Lovely. Okay. Guess we're gonna need to end the stream soon, kids. Anyhow, refitting allows us to make adjustments to mech. This is what I mean about like the number of spaces that some components take up, right? And you can manually click for repairs here. You'll see when we get something more severely damaged, but it's going to take 4 days and $20,700 just to fix this armor damage on here. Confirm it. Get a little bill.
I'll get it in the schedule.
There we go. And now they're on a work list here. It's going to take time. And your bill's got to be paid in 29 days. And that's just how this is. Right. Well, thank you very much, folks. Sorry I have to end earlier than I expected. But, at least we got to fight one fight. And hope you have a great day. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.